Have you ever struggled to forgive someone? Think about that honestly. Is there someone who hurt you, disappointed you, betrayed you, or spoke against you? And even though time has passed, the pain is still there. If your answer is yes, then stay with me to the very end of this message, because God has something powerful He wants to whisper to your heart today. Something that can bring you peace, healing, and freedom. Forgiveness is one of the hardest things for many Christians to do. We talk about love, we talk about prayer, we talk about faith, but when it comes to forgiveness, our hearts become heavy. We remember what someone did. We remember how it made us feel. And we say with our mouths that we forgive, but deep inside, the wound is still there. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is freedom. But before we talk about freedom, let me take you into a story. There was a young woman named Mara. She was known in her village for being kind, gentle, helpful, and full of life. She had many friends, and she trusted easily. But one day, something happened that changed her heart. A close friend she trusted spread a lie about her. Not just any lie, but a lie that damaged her reputation, her friendships, and her standing in the community. People who once smiled at her now avoided her. And the pain of betrayal cut deep. Mara cried at night. She couldn't understand why someone she loved would hurt her like that. Bitterness slowly started to grow in her heart. Every time she saw that friend in the marketplace, she looked away. She felt anger rise in her chest. She kept the pain inside, but it weighed on her like a heavy stone. Days passed. Weeks passed, but the pain didn't fade. One evening, Mara sat alone outside her house, staring at the sunset. Her grandmother, an old woman filled with wisdom, came to sit beside her. She looked at Mara and said, "My child, you are carrying something heavy. Tell me what is troubling your heart." Mara tried to stay strong, but tears spilled from her eyes. She told her grandmother everything: the betrayal, the lies, the pain, the anger. When she finished speaking, her grandmother held her hand and said something surprising. "Forgive her." Mara looked up sharply. "Forgive her? After what she did to me? After how she humiliated me? She doesn't deserve forgiveness." Her grandmother nodded gently. "Maybe she doesn't, but you deserve peace." Mara was confused. "Peace? How does forgiving her give me peace?" Her grandmother smiled softly. "Because forgiveness is not about freeing the person who hurt you. It is about freeing yourself. Unforgiveness is a chain that binds your heart to pain. But forgiveness breaks that chain." Mara stayed silent. Her grandmother continued, "You think holding on to the anger protects you. But in truth, it is hurting you. The Bible says, forgive, just as God forgave you. God forgave us even when we didn't deserve it. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself." That night, Mara could not sleep. Her grandmother's words echoed in her mind. She realized that resentment had taken her joy, her sleep, her peace, and her laughter. She wanted to be free again. The next morning, Mara walked to the river, her quiet place. She stood by the water and prayed, "God, I don't feel like forgiving. But I want to be free. Help me forgive, even if my heart is still hurting." As she prayed, she felt something soften inside her. Not a complete healing, not instant relief, but a beginning. She took a deep breath and whispered the hardest words she had ever said, "I forgive her." The moment she said those words, tears flowed. But these tears were different, tears of release, tears of healing, tears of freedom. It felt like a weight she had carried for months suddenly lifted. She didn't forgive because her friend apologized. She didn't forgive because the pain disappeared. She forgave because she chose peace over bitterness. She forgave because she wanted God's healing in her heart. Days later, Mara passed the woman who had hurt her. For the first time, she didn't feel anger. She didn't look away. She felt peace. She didn't run toward her. She didn't pretend nothing happened. But she felt free, and that freedom was worth more than anything. Now I want to speak to you, the one listening right now. Who hurt you? Whose name comes to your mind when I talk about forgiveness? Who broke your trust? Who disappointed you? Who betrayed your kindness? You don't have to say their names out loud. God knows. And God is saying to you right now, forgive, just as I forgave you. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting what happened. Forgiveness does not mean allowing someone to hurt you again. Forgiveness does not mean pretending everything is fine. Forgiveness means releasing your heart from the prison of bitterness. Forgiveness means choosing peace over anger. Forgiveness means allowing God to heal what people broke. Unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. But forgiveness is like opening a door and finally walking free. You may say, but the pain is too deep. God understands. You may say, but they never apologized. God sees. You may say, but they don't deserve it. God knows. Forgiveness is not something you do by your own strength. Forgiveness is something God empowers you to do so that your heart can live again. If you are still listening, God kept you here for a reason. He wants to heal you. He wants to restore your peace. He wants to release you from anger. He wants to give you a fresh start. Let this message sink deep into your soul. Peace enters when forgiveness begins. If this message touched your heart, subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's Bible story. And share your thoughts in the comments. Your story might help someone else find healing. God bless you.